it's certainly, we grew up loving those iconic films, My Best Friend's Wedding and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and When Harry Met Sally and all these great films. And they don't make a lot of them anymore. So in our small way, we wanted to try to make one and bring it to the home box office audience to sort of just say, these work.
I wanted to go ahead and congratulate you on your new movie, Frankie Meets Jack. I saw it. It's cute. It's funny. It's perfect for Valentine's Day. First of all, how long has this project been in the works and how did it develop?
It was in the works about a year.
Yeah. About a year.
Yeah. Sam and I just wanted to do something fun together. So we were big fans of rom-coms and stuff,
And I love dogs. So we knew we had to incorporate the dogs and the animals into the movie.
Yes. Yes.
And it just kind of blossomed.
It did.
Out of there.
Yeah, it did. So we said, you know what? We'd never really written anything, each of us, but we said, let's try to write something. And it turned out pretty good. We had a couple of friends read it and they said, it's pretty good. So took it to Fox and Tubi and they said, you know what? We'd love to do this with you guys. So it's sort of how it happened. I'm sort of in this growing relationship we had with Fox and Tubi and stuff. I did one of their first original films, which did really well. You never know why these things happen, but it did. So we had an opportunity to work on something else, and we did this, and people are excited about it. So it's just a cute little movie. Like you said, it's hopefully people enjoy a little escapism and have some fun. And had my brother directed for us, which is great. And it was a really cool little shoot, and it turned out good. So we're excited. People have really been responding to it. So it's kind of cool.
That's great. What was it like to be so involved together in a project that you not only co-starred in, but wrote? Like, how was that a grueling process? How was it?
Yeah, it was cool. Writing and producing is neat. It gives you a little more creative control. And
we work really well together, which is a huge blessing. Mm-hmm. We can go to work happy and come home happy.
Yeah. It's not a lot of drama, so it really feels great to be able to do that. There's a really certain level of trust there. And, there's a level of comfortability there that you just don't, you can't pay for that, and you don't have to worry about anything because there's, you know that whatever comes up, you can figure it out and work through it. And we inspire each other, give each other notes and, all those things that you can never really do with somebody else. Or if you do, and, they take it the wrong way, then the workday's over, So, there's just a real level of trust here that really makes it special,
That's great. You both also met and starred in My Husband's Secret Brother, AKA A Deadly Deed, a couple of years ago. Has Frankie Meets Jack become a sort of full circle moment for you both?
I feel like it was really cool because in A Deadly Deed, obviously we played opposite of each other and we were in love, but he was actually trying to murder me. So it was really fun to be able to shoot Frankie Meets Jack and really fall in love in the movie and then not get killed.
Yeah.
So it was full circle in the sense that, it's a different kind of romance that you get to play on screen when you're both actually genuinely liking each other. Mm-hmm. That has been really fun to see that kind of come back around.
Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah. It was fun. It was really good.
And Joey, your daughter Charleston also appeared in My Husband's Secret Brother, and you've acted with Andrew as well. Is there a chance that we'll get a movie with just the entire family at some point, or with just the acting?
Well, we did a Christmas movie for Amazon last year, which ended up being the #1 Christmas movie, believe it or not, called Mistletoe Mix-Up. And the brothers and I were all in that. Andy directed that one as well. And it did so well that we did a sequel to that. Sam was in it too. Mm-hmm. And then, so we just got done shooting that, Mistletoe Mix-Up 2, which is not the title, but that's the movie. It's the sequel. It's great. And I think it's better than the first one. We're excited about that. That comes out this Christmas. So we're working a lot together again. The brothers and I worked a lot together as young kids, but we're working together a lot now. So we have a new TV show we got coming out with producers of Wedding Crashers, which is really dope, single camera, called Lawrence House. It's fantastic. We're so excited about it. Steve Pink is our showrunner on that, who did, he directed Hot Tub Time Machine. He directed that, and he did Grosse Pointe Blank and High Fidelity and these great movies. And we have a podcast called The Brotherly Love Pod, which is launching February 24th. And every Friday after that And the pre-screenings have been huge to that. So we're really excited. Nobody's ever seen us react, like the inner dynamics of actually how we react and relate to each other. No one's ever seen that.
You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. So, and Sam and I we have a couple of shows we have a game show that we're launching together, which is like this pop culture game show, which is really exciting. And then we're going to be hosting this couples competition show called The Experiment, which we created, which we're really excited about too. So there's a lot of stuff. We're always working together. If you can work with family, you can work with people that you trust, it just makes it better, honestly. I mean, it doesn't feel, you never feel like you're going to be hung out to dry. You never feel like you have to watch your back, and there's a real insulation there that just feels very, very good, no matter what, it's family. So, you're good.
Technically Dylan was there during Frankie Meets Jack.
Yes, Dylan was. She was pregnant during. Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
Right in that lovely nauseated first trimester, shooting Frankie Meets Jack.
And we shot Mrs. Don't Mix Up too when you were pregnant. So she did 2 movies while she was pregnant. Yes,
so our daughter was there.
Yes.
Family.
Well, I do want to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter, Dylan Rose Lawrence. Joey, I know you have 2 daughters from a previous marriage. Are you sharing any parenting tips with Samantha? What has that been like?
It's just, I mean, look, you take I have a lot of experience, and every child is different. Obviously there's no roadmap. I wish there was. Even my 2 older girls are just different, Charlie was different than Libby, but, and now at almost 17, almost 13, it's been a while. I was 29 the first time around. So a lot changes from the time you're 29 to the time you're 46, right? A lot. I feel like, Sam's excellent. I mean, her instincts are spot on and she's doing an amazing job. And, I think as Dylan grows up and goes through certain things, my experience that I don't even realize that I have, I can, lend to the situation. I'm already not as worried about things, like babies do one thing, they cry. That's it. That's all they know how to do, and it's usually because they have like gas or they just pooped or they're hungry. And it's 3 things.
But when
they're out of control crying, it's like, you're like, I remember being, 29 and going, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Something's wrong. And there really isn't anything wrong. That's just, they got one thing to cry. That's it.
Joey's such a great dad though. I'm really excited to share this journey with him. It's going to be great.
And Samantha, how did you get through the filming when you were going through the pregnancy?
She was a rock star out there.
Not easy. I mean, pregnancy is no joke. You hear people say that, but until you go through it, and every pregnancy is so different that, you can hear stories all day from your friends, but you're going to have your own journey and your own set of things that work for you. But it was a lot of crackers, and I was carb loading in that first time. Like all you want is rice and crackers and potatoes, like weird things, but we got through it. And
Honey Nut Cheerios every night.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but
crazy.
They're
good, but I mean,
it's
every night.
Every night. But yeah, we got through it, and it was fun.
Yeah, we did.
What do you hope viewers take away from this movie?
I personally really hope it sheds a light on adoption and rescues for animals and dogs specifically. I feel like there's so many dogs out there that need good homes. And as my character Frankie got to experience, like her life was enhanced in way more ways than just the one of having and adopting Tucker. It brought her to some hunky love. So,
oh yeah.
There's a whole world out there for people. If you are looking for animals, it's a great route. So I hope it sheds a little light on that.
Yeah. For me, I mean, Sam is a huge animal lover, right? Obviously. And the passion's real, and it's inspiring because it's real. I mean, it's like totally legit. She lives that, for me, I just hope people can tune in and watch, kind of like a throwback little rom-com, and just, I hope escape for an hour and 20 minutes, I mean, it's not rocket science, it's certainly, we grew up loving those iconic films, My Best Friend's Wedding and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and When Harry Met Sally and all these great films. And they don't make a lot of them anymore. So in our small way, we wanted to try to make one and bring it to the home box office audience to sort of just say, these work, you know, and people have been responding really well to it, you know, and we had that Julia Roberts, George Clooney, you know, rom-com that did pretty well at the box office. And I hope that studios give it a chance. I don't think fans have tired of the genre. I think they're actually craving it. I think that, you know, for some reason it goes in this weird cyclical order with studio heads where they deem the rom-com out of favor for some reason, or they deem action out of favor. And I think people are always ready for something good. I don't care what genre it's in, you know? And I think the romantic comedy is vital to film. I really do. I think it holds a very special place, despite all the avatars and the CGI and all this stuff. I think just like a basic romantic comedy, right? Relatability, situational, you know, comfortability. I think that these things they just make you feel good when you watch them, you know, and sort of grounded. So that's really what we wanted to do. And I don't know, in our little way, and so far so good, you know?